Big news, AFTV are coming to Ghana. We are coming to Ghana in Africa between the 6th and 12th of February, and we're going to be meeting Ghanaian Arsenal fans and doing a watch party around the West Ham versus Arsenal football game. You do not want to miss this, so Ghana, get ready. We are coming. AFTV.
Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with fans who've been linked with January transfer move to Arsenal. Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. First of all, before we get into the rumours, it was really good to see the Arsenal players training over there in Dubai yesterday. As a matter of fact, a very good friend of mine actually got a chance of a lifetime. He got to meet all the players. He met Arteta, he met Declan Rice, Saka, everybody. His pictures were unreal. And also he gave me a little bit of intel as well. He told me that, Jesus was training with the full first team. So that's a great sign to see that he's training with the full first team. However, Zinchenko, Timber and Partey, they all trained alone, which would suggest that obviously we know with Timber, he's not near it yet. Partey, we've been told, remember I said that hopefully he should be back in time for that game against Nottingham Forest right at the end of the month. That's the speculation. Not sure about Zinchenko though. What was he training away from the main group? Is there still an issue with him? But those three trained away from the main group, but the rest all trained, and good to see that they're getting some training and relaxation in. I saw some people having a go yesterday because they saw a picture of Saka sort of chilling out. I think it looked like he was on a yacht or something. Listen, they're there to relax as well, recharge their batteries and hopefully get back to the type of form that they were before. So I ain't against that, you know what I mean? As well as working hard and training and running and doing all the, shooting practice, as well as all that, you've got to relax as well. So I'm glad to see that they are relaxing over there. And let's hope that they can come back better than how they left, right? And that we can win that next game against Crystal Palace. But on to the rumours. TV Play, this outlet called TV Play today, claiming that Dusan Vlahovic is not a deal that we can discount this month, because they're saying that Juventus may be interested in a player plus cash deal. Now, we know that, Juventus have been taking a look at Charlie Patino. They had scouts at his game, Swansea game, at the weekend where he scored against Morecambe. And it said that Juventus may be interested in, a deal which could include Charlie Patino. Now, I'm looking into what's been said here, and I have to say it just appears like pure speculation to me. We report the rumours on this show, but I wouldn't hold out much for that. I still don't think that Juventus are going to sell Vlahovic. In fact, one of their directors came out, didn't he? And he said that they're not looking to sell Vlahovic at all, let alone this window. So I still see that one as unlikely, but that one is a rumour today. It's all about strikers today, actually, because Brian Brobbery is a new name that has popped up. He plays for Ajax, 21 years of age, and said to be valued at around about £15 million. Centre forward. Now, according to the Mirror, they're claiming that two teams hold a big interest in him, Manchester United and also Arsenal. We're going to be linked with absolutely every striker going right now. He scored 12 goals in all competitions this season for Ajax. Got a contract that goes till 2027. Don't know a lot about him, but listen, Arsenal always interested in players that play for Ajax. It seems to me more like the interest here is coming from Manchester United more than Arsenal, but obviously Arsenal, as they're in their hunt for a striker, will be tracking a player like Brian Brobbery, but no noise yet that Arsenal maybe made a bid or are in for him heavily or anything like that. But being heavily linked with Brian Brobbery today, again, it looks to me more like a Man United link. The thing is, Manchester United got a lot of constraints on them right now, probably would struggle to get a deal done like this in January, because they're going to want more than a £15 million valuation. Let's be real about this. So that's why there's a lot of outlets saying maybe Arsenal will be the team to go for him. Again, let's wait and see how that one develops out. Also, a lot of rumours around Joshua Zirkzee of Bologna over there in Italy. He's a Dutch player. He's 22 years of age. Formerly was at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, from being very young, sent on several different loans. Anderlecht was one of them. And has ended up at Bologna, sold to Bologna, and he's been having a very, very good season for Bologna. Big, tall striker, 6'4", which makes him a lot different to the strikers that we have at the moment. You know what I mean? Eddie, Gabriel Jesus, both of them sort of very, very similar, but Zirkzee is a much bigger striker at 6'4". I don't know a lot about him. I don't know what his aerial prowess is like, but listen, certainly we've been saying for a long time, Arsenal could do with a different type of striker, someone who's good in the air, someone who's really good at that sort of hold-up play and can bring other players into it and be a threat in and around the box. 7 goals in 19 appearances this season, so not exactly ripping it. Decent, you know, but not ripping it, you know what I mean? Ripping it for me is 1 in 2. And he hasn't got that 1 in 2 yet. But listen, he's a young player, Dutch player, and Arsenal being heavily linked with him today. His valuation said to be around about £30 million. But Bologna are saying that they would only sell him if they got a big, big offer this month. And that would have to be something in the region of around about 50 million. I think they paid about 7 million for him. It's the Telegraph with this rumour today about Joshua Zirkzee. Decent player, but 50 million? I mean, this is the thing about the market right now for strikers. I don't know if it's me, but some of these prices just seem really inflated. And that's the problem with January transfer windows, is that teams know that if you're coming in and looking at one of their players, you're probably desperate. You know, in our case, there's not a good performance at the moment in the striking department, and they will charge a premium. Strikers are already at a premium, and they will charge a premium on top. That is what Arsenal are suffering from this January transfer window, and that is why it's so difficult a window to do business. Of course, yesterday we spoke about Borja Mayoral of Getafe. Now, according to the journalist Dean Jones, he's saying that the player is keen on a move to the Premier League. There's also been other suggestions I've seen that he'd jump at a chance to join Arsenal. I'm sure he would, because, you know, playing for Arsenal is way more higher profile than playing for a club like Getafe. No disrespect to Getafe. We know that Arsenal have reportedly put in this bid of £22 million, which has been rejected by Getafe. Again, when I'm talking about inflated markets, they're said to be looking for something in the region of around £39 million. Now, a lot of money again. And with a lot of these strikers, we don't know if they can transfer that to the Premier League. We don't know if they're just having a purple patch. You know, they could be having a wonderful season, but are they the striker that Arsenal need long term? Is that Mayoral? Is that Zirkzee? Is that Brobbery? Or some of the other names that have been mentioned, Solanke and all these sort of guys? Are they just having a purple patch and having a great season at the moment, or are they the answer? That is the question that, you know, the guys like Edu have to solve when they're trying to select these players. And I think this one, getting a striker in, is going to be absolutely so important that they have to get it right. A couple of days ago, I mentioned this rumour linking Alexander Isak with a move to Arsenal. I kind of just sort of said, you know, it's out there. A lot of people talking about it in the press, but I think it's a bit ridiculous. But it's emerging today that there could be something in this. Now, not that there's a specifically Arsenal have gone and inquired about Isak, but Newcastle, it turns out, you know, they're sailing really close to the wind when it comes to FFP. Some of their latest reports that have come out suggests that they may have overspent, even though you have to take into account that some of that money is for the women's team that they're developing and some other things that won't exactly count against them on the balance sheet, but they're very close to, you know, the FFP restrictions. And, you know, they came out, their team, and they've sort of said, listen, in order for us to, you know, go again in the market, we're probably going to have to let one of our big players go. And there's been a lot of rumours around Bruno. Could it be Bruno Guimaraes? Could it be Botman? Could it be Isak? For them to be able to spend big again, they're probably going to have to let one of these players go. And they've admitted that. Even citing the fact that, you know, West Ham let Declan Rice go and that enabled them to buy 3 players and move on again. It's interesting. Whether they'd sell Isak or not is a different question. To me, he's been an excellent signing and he has really, really delivered. And actually, going back to what I was saying before about sometimes our player just going for a purple patch. Remember when Isak came in, there was a lot of questions around him. Is he clinical enough? Is he the guy? Can he do it in the Premier League? Well, he's proven that. So it just goes to show that even the other way, it can go, because he wasn't exactly ultra prolific when he was at Real Sociedad, but he's come into Newcastle and into the Premier League, and he's been absolutely brilliant. So, going to be interesting, that situation. I think that's more a situation to watch in the summer. I think what's happening now, what we're seeing is stricter FFP rules. So teams can't just go and do what Chelsea did or what Man City did and just go ballistic. You know, if you've got rich owners like what Newcastle have got, they've got to stick to these rules. And they're finding that even though they've got billions and billions to spend, there's constraints. And I guess that's FFP working in the right way and working in a fairer way than what it's worked in the past, which has allowed some clubs to just, you know, blow everybody out of the water when it comes to signings. So the Isak one we'll have to keep an eye on. But those are some of the strikers being linked with Arsenal today. I'm sure there's going to be many, many more from now till the end of the season. And to keep up to date with all of those, make sure you check us out here on AFTV. Also, wanted to say to everybody, going to be over in Qatar next week, doing the Asia Cup. Right, we're going to be over there. And I'm going to go and see a Japan game. So I'm going to be really interested to see if Takeru Tomiyasu plays. I really want to see him play. But I'm going to be checking out a Japan game, and also Transfer Daily will be coming to you from Qatar. So you know we're going to be over there for about 4 or 5 days, and also coming to Ghana in February. I've had so many messages from people from Ghana saying, "Oh, you're definitely coming." Yes, I'm definitely coming, and I can't wait to meet so many Ghanaian Arsenal fans. Listen, thanks for watching the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow with another Transfer Daily.